Another like 90 seconds if you want.
I hit it. We're doing it.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We're going to give it a minute for people to join up. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe. You have to be a subscriber to get what I'm going to be giving away today. So how's everyone doing? Happy Valentine's Day to all the moms, dads, everyone out there. Okay, so where are we starting here today? There's Sam C. I remember Sam C. You got some boots, and you are our very first member and still staying a member. How about that? Congratulations. And Easy 708, Sarah Brooks, Donna, Anthony, Jennifer, all these are members, guys. These are the people that are keeping us here for all of you. And Sarah Brooks. So I've decided that we're going to start doing something for the members now because they're doing stuff for me. We should do it back for them, right, Chris?
Sure.
Okay. So ask me a question.
Let's see. Anthony wants to know how his current relationship will end up.
I think it's good. I don't think it's a lifetime relationship, but I think it'll last for the next couple of years. And sometimes it's hard to be in a relationship when you think it's going to end in a 2-year time period. And I think you'll try to prove me wrong. That's fine. But it's just something that I want you to know when that time comes to pass that you're ready for it. It's something that you want. It's not something you want now, but it's something that's going. Next one coming in is good long. It'll be about 2 months after that. So you don't got a lot of time to, worry about it. You're going to be just fine. You're not going to be alone.
Missy says, will I ever heal from my 4th arm surgery?
Well, I mean, you have about 65% of the arm, and that is healed. But you have to get more lateral movement, so you need to go through therapy. I'm sorry that that's painful, and you got to build the strength up in the arm. But 65% is pretty good. I mean, I think that's more than I got in one of my arms.
Erin Marie says, hi Chris, am I doing the right thing by choosing not to have a steady relationship with one person?
Yeah, because this individual's a complete nightmare, and you know that. And every time you're around them, you feel drained, tired, like somebody just took all the batteries out of you. So I know you just want me to confirm it, and I will do that. But I almost was saying, how can you ask that question? Of course, I wouldn't have anything to do with that person. I wouldn't have given it as long as you did.
Alice says, I'm a real estate agent working independently, but I'm thinking of joining a group/team. Should I stay as a single...
So real estate agent working independently, what?
Working independently, but thinking of joining a group or/slash team. Wants to know if she should stay as a single agent or go with the team.
I would stay a single agent. I'd find a way to get more advertising and marketing out. I'm not saying you're not a team player, but you are extremely competitive. And you just do things your way, even if somebody tells you you do things your way. So you're better off as a lone wolf. But that doesn't mean that you can't contract maybe with a team, but mainly doing your own thing.
Joanne wants to know what her name is on the other side.
I don't know.
AR says, hi Chris, when will my throat start to feel better?
I think it's better than it was yesterday, so it's already on the mend. I think if we look at completely better, that would be probably Friday next week.
Ernest wants
It's
to
my
know
birthday, Friday next week, sorry.
Oh, go you. Ernest wants to know when he'll find love.
I think if you get out and activate, you probably got about 2 months. I don't think it will last further than this year, but it is love. I'm going to be a senior citizen, guys. We can go to Denny's and get the Grand Slam senior discount. Is it 55 senior, right? Wow. Look at that.
Jennifer says, will I ever get a 4-year degree?
No.
Kristen says, will my biopsy results from my breast lump be benign?
That's good. That's good. You're fine. You're fine. There's some calcium in there too, but that'll get dissipated in the system. So you've had these forever, so you're fine.
Annawell says, what do my grandparents who've passed think I should do for a career?
I wouldn't be able to read their mind, but I do know they both made the transition from this lifetime to heaven, and I think they're happy and content and doing wonderfully well, and that's what we wish and pray for. I think you definitely got to work with people. I would look at HR work because I think that would be fantastic, and I would stem from that going into optics as far as eyes, opticals. Am I saying that correctly? Optical, is that eyes, Todd? Optical?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think optician is the term.
There you go.
Linda says, do you see me eating a job soon?
Yeah, I think you'll have it in about 2 weeks. I don't think it'll be the job that you're originally looking at to do. I think it'll be a different title name, but the money's there. And then I think there'll be more of an improvement towards the end of the year. So just don't worry about the title because it gets a little bit mixed up, but it's okay.
Lisa says, "Hi Chris, will I walk without a cane? I just started walking with a cane."
Oh, I would say absolutely 100% you'll walk without a cane. I think you'll walk without it and you'll carry it with you for a while. Like sometimes people will stop smoking and use a toothpick. So it'll be kind of like just a safety thing. I think timeline on this will probably be about the end of summer. And then by about the end of the year, you'll just be walking normal and not even carrying the cane. So congratulations, you're working hard and it's paying off.
Victoria says she's worried about her niece Mia and wants to know if we're on the right track.
Yeah, I do believe absolutely. I do believe that she's very much of a survivor and fighter, and I do believe she's going to be okay. I know you're worried, but we'll keep her in our prayers too, but she's going to be fine.
Ladybug says, "When am I going to get a raise at work?"
They don't have the money to give it to you. Now, I've given you a reading, so I know how smart you are, but you have to stay put. If you leave, no, there's not really a lot of work, so you can't get money where there isn't any. And with COVID going on, next year, not this year.
Lizzie says, "Will the rest of my pregnancy go good? Doctors put me at high risk."
Well, I mean, I believe the baby will be born with all the fingers and toes and healthy, but you're going to be in bed. And that's going to prey on your moods and aggravation and all of that. So you have to follow a strict regimen. And as long as you do that, which I believe that you will, I think everything's going to be fine. You're just not going to be able to do much.
Tiffany says, "Hi Chris, when will I find love?"
First of all, ask me that question when you've done absolutely nothing towards it to do it. So I think it'll be through a dating service. Don't stereotype that. I think it'll be the first one you pick, and I think it'll be about 4 or 5 weeks out if you fill it all out and do all that. So that's not bad.
Lisa says, "Hi Chris, will my surgery be successful?"
Yes.
Let's see. Heidi wants to know if you see her in a good love relationship.
Not until around, I would say, about 2 months from now. An individual will have dark hair, dark brown eyes, olive skin, and a 5 o'clock shadow.
Excuse me. Let's see. Margarita says, "Am I on the right spiritual track?"
Well, I mean, yes, but I think you're always going to be learning something. You're a student at heart, so you're always going to be going and doing and more and this and that. But I think that that's wonderful and great. I think this whole life is we're here to learn. When we're done learning, it's time to go home. So you're just very enthusiastic, but you want to gobble it all up. You got plenty of time. You're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Cindy says, "Hi Chris, I plan on setting a phone appointment with you, but would really like to know what is up with my hips and lower back." She says, "I'm too young to feel this old."
Well, I could say that about myself, except I'm older than you are. There's arthritis, cartilage is thinning, and your ligaments and tendons with the inflammation that's there. So it's a combination of things. So with arthritis, you want to keep moving. And you just have a little bit of osteoporosis too, which is a little bit of wearing to the bone. I have that too. It sounds worse than what it is. It's nothing to worry about. And this is kind of genetic in your family. So if you go back a couple of generations, you're going to find it. Okay, I want to give something away. So let's do Lori. Do you see it, Lori? Adam?
Yep.
Adam? We're going to give you a free psychic reading, a 30-minute psychic reading. Now listen, this is what I want you guys to understand. Let's say that you're like, I don't need this, but you want someone else to have it. So you can gift it to somebody if you call us and say, I was given this from Chris Dufresne, and I want to give it to so-and-so so the staff knows what's doing. Okay, so give them our do we have all that in our link down below? Okay.
Melissa says, "I have a question. My son, who's still young, has some health struggles. He's trying to figure himself out and some other issues. Will he be okay in life and be happy?"
I think he's going to go through his mood swings. I think as he gets into his 30s, he's going to be a lot more centered and happy and knowing his direction. So he is floundering. He's going to be a little bit of a late bloomer. He's a light entity. He tells you everything, so what could be that bad? So I don't think this is a bad thing at all.
Tanya says, "Will I find peace?"
Well, I can't read your mind, so you'd have to tell me if you're going to find peace. I would try to achieve peace, obviously, but Are you writing out a list of the things that you want to make yourself happy? Because I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing exercise and proper nutrition. I'm not seeing you going to counseling. So ask yourself what you're doing, then ask yourself what you think you should be doing. And then I think you're going to calm your mind mentally, physically, emotionally. And I think that's good for the soul. That's for sure. You got to realize something. This life that we're in is not easy. No one says it's going to be. When we're done learning, we die and go home. We make it as best as we can for as long as we can. I give it to God and let it happen. So for me, I always find a positive in something. Negative to me is it's a cheapskate. It's an easy way out. Sometimes it's hard to find a positive. Dig your heels in and do it. But since we're all stuck here, doesn't it seem to make more sense to make the best of it? Because life is not that serious. We're on this earth plane. Walk out of here in another dimension. We keep on going. So make the best of it. If you worry your whole life, think about it. What are you doing? Nothing but piling on negativity, which is the biggest killer in the world. All cancer, all heart attacks, all strokes, all diseases. Worry is the cause of it. I worry, but I worry for about 20 minutes. I give it to God. I'm done. Why? I don't want to get sick. I want to stay healthy.
Dina Shaw says, "Is the pain I'm feeling under my left arm muscle related from lifting?"
I think it's a gland, and I think it's also strained from a little bit of both, but mainly I think the gland's swollen, so it needs to be checked out. I don't think it's anything to be concerned about, but most likely there may have to be some type of medication you take to help the inflammation calm down.
Luna says, "Will my counsel course be a success?"
Yeah, but you'll be highly aggravated with it, but I think you'll do a good job, and I think you'll be happy when it's over. And I think it'll work for you career-wise, so I'm very happy for you.
DC says, "Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's to you and everyone that's on this channel with me, guys."
She says, "My cousin Louie never goes to the doctor. Can you please tell me about his health?"
I think there's some acid reflux coming on. I think his blood pressure is off. I think that there is an issue with his lower back because there's some curvature there. His knee cartilage is thinning. His heart, it beats and it flutters a little bit. He may have to have a couple stents put in time down the road. His circulatory system looks okay. And there's some skin rashing, but I think that could be the developing of eczema. Get him away from any type of chlorine or harsh detergents and soaps. Get him on Dove and things like that. That'll clear that up.
Cindy says, "Hi Chris, I've been single for a while. Will I meet somebody soon?"
I believe about middle of summer, July, August. So that's soon to me. And this individual looks like dealing in food and agriculture.
Let's see. Judy says, "With the pandemic still going strong, how do I get out to find my mate?"
You don't. You sit it out. Why? Because it's better than the alternative. So we're kind of all... I've been in this house so much, I feel like I'm on house arrest. You just have to weather the storm. We all do. And it can be unnerving and aggravating. I talk to my clients. They're stomping on when they're talking to me. But we got a good 6 months before things are more so clear and the vaccines are coming out. So, and you got to realize we got this COVID, and there's another COVID and more COVIDs and more COVIDs. What does it mean? Life as you know it is different from this point on. But it's still a good life. And if we got lemons, we're going to make lemonades. We'll all get through it. We're all survivors. We're going to be fine.
Sam L says, "Hi Chris, how many past lives have I had?"
If you count the one you're doing right now, 22. You just have one more to go.
Tony says, "I've been having an uneasy anxiety off and on for about 2 weeks. Do you know what this could be from?"
I think it's just you're worrying about money and finances. I'm not saying that you're materialistic, but that seems to be the very big dilemma. Some people, if they don't have a certain dollar amount, they can freak out. There's a lot of bills, and you just have to get it all out there, label it out, and see if you can get. There's companies that will take it all on and get a much lower rate, put you in one bill, and then you get some organization to the sanity.
Is my spirit guide's, or excuse me, Sarah says, "Is my spirit guide's name George, or who is George?"
I don't know who George is, but your guide is Felisa.
Michelle says, "Will I open my spiritual store by August?"
No, I believe by January. But I think it'll be a great store. And if it opens and things like that, If you need someone to come down and sign books, I'll do it.
Jennifer says, what can I do to get my son healthy? He doesn't eat any vegetables.
Here's the thing. If you don't let him eat what he wants, he's simply not going to eat. So we don't want going that direction. And he's young right now. So try the nutrition route. It's just not going to work. In 2 years, complete change. He'll start doing what you want him to do. Get him a drink and get all the minerals and vitamins in that way. It'll be easier for him to get it down. But right now, he's going to eat lousy, but it's better eating lousy than not eating at all. And then in 2 years, it fixes.
Missy says, will my husband ever had a good relationship with his brother? Is this a jealousy issue?
That's just the beginnings of it. I mean, there's jealousy, there's hatred, it's just not good in any stretch of the imagination. So you don't want to get involved with that. You kind of want to run a neutral line, but I would be very surprised if they talk again in this lifetime. I would be very surprised.
Brother Love says, how does the person I'm into really feel or think about me? Will it go somewhere?
I think they know you're all in, and that can be a little bit scary as early as this is. So if we just coast, I think you've got a really good mate here. You're not going to end it. They're not going to end it. So I think we're really in positively good shape. So enjoy yourself.
Rose says, please help. My leg is injured. Will it require surgery or will it heal on its own? I've been in pain for a few years now.
I think you answered it yourself. I think it seems to be a little off. So either something cracked, something broke, something did something. So it's not set right. And I think that throws off the alignment. I'm surprised you're not telling me your back hurts. So you might have to go in and have that retweaked a little bit so that they can align you walking appropriately, because any weight or on this, it's just going to give you excruciating pain. But as a hypothetical example, try walking around with a dislocated shoulder and tell me your shoulder don't hurt. Not saying that that's it, but there's something like that needs to be done. So go get your MRI. Doctor will tell you what's happened. They'll get their formula attacks to fix this, or this is your life with this pain. You have to fix it. I don't have to do anything, but I'd do it.
SM Bless says, how much longer until my personal injury case is settled?
Now, you asked the question, so it's not my fault, okay? About 2.5 years. But I've seen these things go 20 years.
Jennifer wants to know if she'll always be a paraprofessional.
A what?
A paraprofessional.
Para?
Yeah, P-A-R-A.
I don't believe so. I think this will be occurring for the next 4 years, but after that, no. But that's your choice, so I think that's good. That's your choice.
Patricia says, will I ever have a baby girl?
No. You can adopt. You can do that.
Gloria says, will I recognize him when I meet the one?
Not at first, because I don't think your heart's going to just pounce out of your chest. But I think it's because when you hear about him before you actually meet him, I think you may have, or somebody, whoever's talked to you, has it confused. I think he might be legally separated, but technically not divorced.
Sharon says, will my boyfriend ever move back to his hometown?
I think when he's way past my age, like when he's like 70 or something like that, so I wouldn't worry about that now.
Maureen says, my grandfather recently passed and I was wondering if he was on his last life.
This one was last, yes. And I don't think you can give him all the tea in China to come back in. I feel exactly the same way. And he's not going to be around because he's going to be traveling everyone on the other side, which is wonderful. I think that's positive.
Bestie says, when will I sell my home and move?
I believe about August you'll sell the home. And I believe that I think the move's going to be rough, but I think you'll be happy when you get there.
AR says, will my health start to improve?
I think it is improving. I think it's a long go because of your immune system is extremely low. So we need to get that looked into.
Kimberly says, did my daughter Sammy meet her forever love yesterday?
No. Give somebody a free psychic reading, Chris. You pick. Chris is picking it. The pressure's on him.
How about you pick?
What?
How about you pick?
I want you to pick.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I can't choose anybody.
Okay, I'll do it. Betsy Campbell. You're going to get a free reading from me. Now, it goes, if you don't want the reading for some reason, but you know you want me to, you can call up and say, Chris, I want a free reading from Chris, a 30-minute reading, and I want to give it to so-and-so, and we will honor that because it's reaching out to people. So give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing and hearing, guys. And subscribe to the channel. We need your support. It pushes it out there.
Missy said...
Oh, wait a minute. I want to hear what you guys have or what you think about TikTok because I've been thinking about going on it. I've heard some good, some bad. So tell me what you guys think if you'd like to see me on TikTok.
Missy says, when will my husband get transferred?
He's not getting transferred. So I think he wants to get transferred, but I don't think that's anytime soon, and I'm sorry I'm not getting it.
The general consensus so far is that nobody understands TikTok.
That's my problem. That's why I'm asking you guys.
Yeah, they're all saying no.
60 seconds and you can kind of load it up, load it up, load it up. What do you say for 60 seconds? I don't think I can answer a question in that time.
I don't know. Jojo says, how did my dad really die?
Heart. It just stops. When the heart stops, everything stops. There's not any weird thing or some conspiracy or anything like this. People can be young, people can be old. When it stops, it stops.
Oh, yeah, no, everybody is saying don't go on TikTok.
No TikTok for Chris. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
They hate, they don't like that idea at all.
Wow. Well, then you better subscribe to this channel.
Susan says, I'm dying to know, did Jason become my guide or just part of the mix of spirit? Does he have a message for me?
No message, and no, he's not your guide. Remember, your guide charts out your lifetime with you before you step into life.
Margarita says, will my sister ever come back to live in California?
She'll talk about it all the time, but I don't think that she'll do that. You got the choice to go there, but you're like me, you're spoiled Californian, and you like your weather, so I don't think that's going to happen. But you'll be able to, see each other and do things. So that is a good thing.
Tammy says, what neurodegenerative disease did my aunt have when she was in the nursing home before she passed?
I have absolutely no idea. I don't even want to guess. But I will say it's what you said. It's definitely a nerve issue. Ask the doctors. But it looks to me like it was really, and I'm sorry for this, really tough at the end. I mean, really tough at the end. But the good is that they made it home. That's what we all wish and pray for.
Algaria says, will my daughter ever reach out to me?
No. Because the daughter feels everything is your fault. I didn't say I agreed with that. I'm just saying that that's what's going on there. So if you don't do it, it's just where it is. So if I was you, I would reach out. I would be the bigger person because you want this and you miss them and you love them. So I would do it.
Georgianne says, happy Valentine's Day, Chris. I have a lawsuit against my landlord. Will I win and get the money I'm asking for?
You'll get about 70% of the money you're asking for. So I would consider that a win.
Judy wants to know if it'll be safe to go on vacation with the girls in a couple of months.
No, I wouldn't go. Why? Because you have a miserable, rotten time. So don't do that to yourself. And if you do, don't say it and tell yourself. We got 3 new members, Chris. So how do you figure out who they are?
Let's see.
I don't know.
They're too
Try
far
to find
back.
a name we don't know?
Yeah, they're too far back for me to look. So, Bonnie says, will I win my lawsuit?
For the most part, but I think there might be something that still it'll end and something seems like it'll trail on a little bit further, but it's going to be fine. I don't see it a big dollar amount, but I think you'll get your point across. No one else has to go through it, which I think is a marvelous thing.
Designee says, will there be a cure for MS anytime soon?
No, I wish there would. I think the medications that will be coming out is going to be a lot better. That'll keep it more at a standstill and very helpful. And then there's going to be different types of treatments that will help helpful. So we're not there yet. I wish we were. It should be.
Janelle says, will my mom and I ever have a real meaningful parent-daughter relationship?
No. I think that time has come and gone, because I think if you look at this to try to understand this, I think you got to look at it that she's the daughter and you're the mother, because that'll make you understand a whole lot better. There's some people in this life that don't know how to have kids, and some people that really do. So, haven't you noticed that she's always complaining to you about her? And that's a good relationship?
Tanya says, "Thank you for my reading 2 weeks ago. Will my daughter leave this week or will she wait?"
She'll wait. And she's going to be homesick, so, But homesick, it feels terrible, but it's not that bad.
Let's see. Anna says, "Is there anything I might look forward to on my short trip?"
No, just that you're going to be very busy, and you're going to be on the go, and you're going to have a great time, and I think it's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be fun. So more power to you. So everybody, I want to thank you for joining me today. I want to apologize for not getting the scavenger hunt taken care of. We're going to get that done next couple of weeks. And if you look at the memberships, look at our playlists, and the ones that win the free readings, give us a call. We'll get you on there. God bless and stay uplifted.